Hey pen people! So in my last video I mentioned a fix for a loose Lamy Safari cap, and that's what I want to talk about today. If you want to check out that video about the similarities and differences between the Lamy All-Star and the Lamy Safari, I'll put a link up here. And if you hear some crazy noises in the background, that's just my 1-year-old roving around and playing very loudly. Anyway, so as far as I know, a cap getting loose on a Lamy Safari is not a widespread issue. I haven't really heard anybody talking about that exactly. I don't know, but it's happened to me twice. And when I mentioned it in that previous video, people were like, yeah, please make a video about how to fix that. So that's why I'm doing it. And I have to give you 2 disclaimers before we get started. One is I'm not responsible if you mess up your pen. 2, I have no idea why this fix works. And I have no idea if it's gonna work for you the way it worked for me. Usually I have pretty tried and true methods for how to tune or fix a pen, but this one is just complete voodoo to me. I don't know why it works. I really just don't. But I'm gonna show you anyway, and hopefully it'll work for you the way it worked for me. It worked like a charm for 2 pens. So I'm hoping that that means it's gonna work across the board for everybody. So let's take a look at the finial of the Safari for a second. Focus, there we go. All right, so it's an X shape, right? Hey Owen, can you stop throwing things? Some people are led to believe that this is a screw that you can screw in and out because of the shape. That's not really the case. So if you get a ballpoint or a roller ball, Safari, Vista, All-Star, whatever, it won't have the X, it'll have a different symbol on it. So apparently this is more so that if you have like a cup full of pens or something, you can easily tell which is which when you're reaching for them. But there is something kind of screwy, for lack of a better word, about these finials. If you were to take a coin, you could stick it in there and rotate it. And my understanding, based on other videos I've seen, and I can't really confirm this, but this is what I've heard. The finial, here, this is gonna be a terrible illustration, but there's our finial, okay? So I've heard that on vintage Lamy pens, there was some kind of a screw that fastened the finial in place. And I've heard that on newer Safari pens, that has changed to some kind of like push pin kind of thing that clicks into place. So when you rotate this, it's not going to get looser or tighter. It's not going to come out. It's just going to kind of twist. And the reason I brought this along is for the demonstrator aspect of things. So I don't know if you can see this, but it kind of looks like there's some rubber in there, like a rubber layer, liner thing that maybe helps everything to fit snugly together in there. And so when you twist it, it's not gonna twist easily. It'll be a little stiff. Anyway, the reason I'm talking about Anyway, the reason I'm talking about twisting the finial is because when I first ran into this problem of my cap not clicking close at all, it was like this, basically. Now, you can see it's got a very normal cap closure for a Safari. I posted about this problem in a Facebook group for fountain pens, and I got the suggestion to twist the finial. And I don't know why, I don't know how it works. I'm guessing it's the little rubber bit in there that gets moved around, adjusted somehow, that helps the inner cap to be seated better so that it can better make contact with the end of the grip section. I don't know, that's my guess. But it worked, it totally worked. And so I'll just show you what I'm talking about. It's pretty self-explanatory, but all I did was just gently rotate the finial, and actually it is getting a little tighter. Interesting. All right, and I have here just like a Chuck E. Cheese token. You can use a quarter or any other equivalent coin. But yeah, so you can see it just kind of twists around a little bit. That's all I did. I just messed around with that for a minute and problem solved with both of the Safaris that were having the problem. That's it. I have no idea why it worked. Well, I guess I have some idea. I just don't know if the idea is correct. But yeah, that's how I fixed it. If you would like to see more thorough, tried and true tips for tuning and repairing pens, I'll try to put a link to my playlist here somewhere where I have those videos stored. Go take a look at those. Also, if this trick works for you, please let me know. I'm so curious to know if I'm the only one or if this is gonna work for everybody. So let me know what happens and I will talk to you later. Bye.